Let's get more insight. We're now joined by Professor John Gong from the University of International Business and Economics. Great to have you with us, Professor. I want to get your take on this. So, authority has said that China's economy will pick up sharply in March, and this could account for about 40% of economic growth in the first quarter. What are the major industries that will spur the economy?
Well, first of all, the industries that are mostly adversely impacted so far, such as the hotel industry, the airlines, and other travel industries are going to recover. And they're going to recover with a vengeance, in my opinion. As we all can see that things are coming back to normal in many cities in China now. In Beijing, for example, as of this week, we see more and more traffic on the streets, people going back to the office. So as economic activities pick up, it's inevitable that things will come back to normal. I did a very rough back of the envelope calculation. The Statistics Bureau said that up to the 2 months this year, there's a drop about like 13% in GDP, mostly accounted for by service and manufacturing. Now, we still have to keep in mind that the 20 days of January is pretty good, and assuming 6% for that, growth for that. So on average, I think what the impact of this coronavirus outbreak is about 20-some% overall within about like about a month and a half. So that's probably the maximum impact we're going to see. And starting from March, we're going to see things going back to normal.
All right.
Hopefully.
So, as you say, panic is now gradually subsiding. Things are getting back to normal step by step. But the consumer price index also rose by over 5% in January and February. But authorities say they don't expect any further rise. What's your take on this? What do you see will be the trend in the long term?
Well, if you look at the composition of that price increase, it's mostly explained by food. Food has a price increase about 15%, and most of that is actually related to pork. Pork price more than doubled. I think this has a lot to do with the breakdown of traffic, the breakdown of the logistics during the height of the coronavirus. Remember, during those days, there was practically no inter-provincial traffic. So with the logistics going down, naturally the price goes up. So, but we all know this is a temporary phenomenon as things go back to normal. The supply of these daily necessities, food, vegetables, stuff like that, we don't see a shortage right now. So I would expect that the price coming down. So I think going to March, as everything else going back to normal, these prices also going to come down.
All right. The China's economy has proven to be resilient in the past, and hopefully things could get back on track in the near future. Good to talk to you, Professor John Gong.